Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
Help us find Michelle, U.S. resident gone missing in Jamaica. Michelle Simpson's loved ones are at their wits' end. On November 6, the 47-year-old Jamaican-born woman grabbed her passport in her New York home and took a flight to her country of birth. However, within 4 days of arriving in the island, Simpson went missing. The woman gave her a place of abode as Bridgeport, St. Catherine, where her relatives reside. She was last seen in the vicinity of Kent's Wildflower in Portmore, according to relatives. Her relatives report that she suffers from mental health issues and is at serious risk. She did not take her medication before she left the U.S., and we are afraid for her. Please help us find back Michelle, a concerned family member pleaded with reporters. A missing person report was filed with the Greater Portmore Police, the family stated. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Michelle Simpson is being asked to contact her dad, Winston Simpson, at 876-489-1330, the Constant Spring Police at 876-949-8422, 119 Police Emergency or the nearest police station. Education Ministry reports increasing students showing signs of respiratory illnesses at Case. The Education Ministry says there has been an increase in the number of students showing signs of respiratory illnesses at the College of Agriculture, Science and Education Case in Portland. The Health Ministry was called in and COVID-19 tests conducted at the college showed negative results. The Education Ministry says Case administration was encouraged by the Health Ministry to have the campus population practice good hygiene, such as regular hand washing, social distancing and mask wearing, as was done during the COVID-19 pandemic. This given the fact that Case is a boarding institution and not all students are able to go home and commute to school. The Case administration has indicated that it has been encouraging the school population to follow the advisories, including the wearing of masks, even though the Health Ministry did not issue a mask mandate. Jamaican farm worker hospitalized after accident, uncertain about ability to continue working. A Jamaican migrant farm worker in Canada who was hit by a car last month has been left seriously injured and uncertain about his ability to continue working. On October 6, Tito Reed was reportedly riding his bike from a laundromat in Niagara, heading back to the farm where he lived and worked, when he was hit by a car. The driver, who claimed that he did not see Reed at the time of the incident, has since been charged with careless driving under the Highway Traffic Act of Ontario. The incident occurred the day before Reed was scheduled to return to Jamaica for winter break. According to reports on CBC News, Reed has been working in Canada every fall season for nearly 2 decades, and in winter, he usually returns home to his family in Jamaica. However, this year he is unable to go home as he has been hospitalized. Reed is recovering from surgery to fix a broken hip bone and estimates that he is still weeks away from being able to travel. His recovery from the crash has affected his ability to provide for his family. The migrant farm worker was stationed at a farm operated by peach and grape producer PG N's farm, which is 15 kilometers away from the laundromat in which he was traveling from. Concerns has been raised about the lack of laundry facilities at the farm or in the area where the farm is located. Serial rapist pleads guilty to 17 charges. A serial rapist is to be sentenced next month after he pleaded guilty to 17 counts of charges in the Gun Court Division of the Supreme Court on Tuesday. Everton Bennett, who is accused of raping 4 women over 3 days, will be sentenced by High Court Judge Justice Judith Pusey on December 15, 2022. Bennett pleaded guilty to 5 counts of robbery with aggravation, 3 counts of illegal possession of firearm, 5 counts of forcible abduction, and 4 counts of rape. Allegations are that between February 8 and 10, 2021, Bennett and other men traveling in a silver Axia Toyota and armed with handguns forcibly abducted females in Bagwalk, Point Hill, and Spanish Town areas of St. Catherine. The men robbed the women of their property and then raped them. One of the victims memorized the registration plate of the vehicle, and an investigation was launched by the St. Catherine North Sitoka, which led to the arrest of the accused. Comprehensive case files were put before the court, 3 files which were submitted, later joined because of the commonality of all 3. The court heard that DNA evidence played a major role in the evidence collection. It placed the accused on the scene in all 3 reported cases. British woman charged after cocaine found in her suitcase. A British woman was brought to the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday in connection with cocaine allegedly being found in her luggage as she was checking in on a boarding flight to London from the Norman Manley International Airport. The woman, Alicia Grant, told Senior Parish Judge Lori-Ann Cole Montague that she didn't know anything about the cocaine that was found in her luggage. Allegations are that on November 9, Grant was checking in for the board a flight to London when a sniffer dog brought attention to a luggage that Grant claimed belonged to her. After an investigation was done by airport staff, 3 plastic packages with a white-colored substance, which was later found to be cocaine, were taken from the suitcase. The value of the cocaine found was not disclosed to court. When asked whether or not she was guilty of being in possession of cocaine, conspiracy to export cocaine, attempting to export cocaine and dealing in cocaine, Grant maintained that she had no idea how the packages got in her luggage. Seeing her difficulty in understanding the proceedings, Cole Montague assigned attorney at law Clifford Simmet to provide counsel. "Who do you have in Jamaica, ma'am? Do you have any family or any friends here?" Cole Montague asked, to which Grant indicated that the connection she has is her daughter's brother. However, since the file is incomplete, Grant was ordered to return to court on January 12, 2023 for the case to be mentioned. Integrity Commission asked Holness and Golding to subscribe to Code of Conduct Leadership Commitment. The Integrity Commission has asked the Prime Minister and Leader of the Opposition to officially subscribe to a Code of Conduct Leadership Commitment. In a statement on Wednesday morning, the Commission explained that Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Opposition Leader Mark Golding are being asked to commit themselves and the Cabinet and Shadow Cabinet to 7 principles of public life. They were sent formal copies of the proposal leadership commitment document on Tuesday, which outlines the principle as selflessness, integrity, objectivity, accountability, openness, honesty, and leadership. The Commission said the request follows its delivery of a comprehensive series of anti-corruption and good governance workshops to the Prime Minister and opposition leaders' cabinets. It noted that it is looking forward to a timely and positive response to its proposal. The Commission has also advised that similar commitments will be sought from the several public bodies and officials to which it has been administering its anti-corruption and good governance workshops. Chang's point to significance of partnership between private and public security forces. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang has pointed to the significance of partnership between public and private security forces in the overall fight against crime. This fight has been boosted by the use of technology. He was speaking on Wednesday evening at the launch of Guardsman Metaversa New Dimensions of Security. Dr. Chang commended Guardsman for being leaders and innovators in the private security sector, which is offering of new digital security services for home and businesses. He noted that similar technological advances are being made in the government security forces. Dr. Chang stressed that in addition to the increase in technology use, collaboration with private security go a far way in tackling Jamaica's crime problem.
While the requirement for well-trained, highly skilled human assets remain a critical component to effectively disrupting criminal activity, we must expand the use of technology, not just as a force multiplier in the police force, but as a critical enabler for greater efficiency and effectiveness in law enforcement. And the law enforcement area have to remain on board as well. We have been making an attempt, as my chairman said, to do this. Our manpower in the police force has been, when assessed, been significantly behind what it should be. We need both manpower and technology. The technology approach is a force multiplier. We are taking steps in both directions. We have expanded recruiting. In fact, the professionals suggest that I need 18,000 policemen. The technology suggests if I can get 15,000 and properly equip them with technology and get involved in some joint venture collaboration partnership with the private sector, we can effectively use 15,000 to deal with issues. Of course, there are some subsidiary supporting elements in MOCA, in the Ministry of Science and Technology, the search sector responds, because we have had to be adapting and changing as we do in the public sector, as you're doing in the private sector. But as you move in the private sector, it helps us to try and catch up, which is what we've been doing. Let me comment again. In closing that deficit gap, the government, as I said, has implemented several strategies to seek to keep the security measures, the policies, and the legislation to reduce the level of criminality in the country. Today, we use many tools. We have to use some hard tools. We have criminal gunmen who are shooting people down, the citizens. But we also have to ensure that the back room have the facilities required. And we have invested significantly in the technology side. We're not where we should be yet. And as I said, in this case, as the guards are moving ahead, it stimulates and encourages us to follow suit and also to see that we are providing an ecosystem which there can be greater collaboration and support as we work together to ensure we can improve the safety and security of our citizens.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share,